All right, I'm here with Smix on day 2 of MLG Anaheim. We just got done with the signing. How was that with the KeSPA pros?
It was really, really good. I don't know if you guys will see pictures that MLG Lee posted, but the line actually went down the venue and around, and it curled all the way around like the Heart of the Storm area. So it was a crazy, crazy long line, and actually a lot of people didn't get their signatures today. So there's going to be another one tomorrow to make up for that. So.
And were they surprised that there were so many fans? Like, what did they think about it?
I think a lot of them had different reactions. Like, Flash was getting really tired, and he kept like kind of doing this and being like, oh, and stuff. But Stork was smiling and really like I think just awestruck the entire time because people just kept coming up and being like, hello, hello, Stork, hello. And JD was actually really happy because a bunch of TL users that had their Hwazing jerseys came up and. You know, they were like, oh, Jaedong, like, fighting, and he was, like, really, really surprised. Like, before, when the line was kind of curling around and he finally caught sight of them, I heard him speak Korean to Flash, who was sitting right next to him, and he was like, oh, my God, do you see that? That's crazy. Like, I can't believe this,
So they were pretty popular. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know what MLG was expecting because these guys are from Brood War, but I guess the hype kind of built around them.
Yeah.
And I guess tonight we'll see if the crowd cheers just as hard.
Yeah, like I was actually surprised because I feel like for the most part, a lot of people that know about these players are people that have been StarCraft 1 fans and that transitioned to StarCraft 2. But I met a few fans today who actually became StarCraft 1 fans after watching, starting with StarCraft 2, because like one girl, she was a huge fan of Boxer and she did a little research and found out Boxer had this huge history with StarCraft 1 because he kind of is the Michael Jordan of StarCraft. So she did a little research and found out StarCraft 1 is a really big deal.
What?
What?
Nothing.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
I didn't say anything different. I didn't say anything different. I think he is. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so she found out about it through StarCraft 2, so I thought that was really interesting because, I don't know, I think that it's rare to see that. So.
And have you been busy last couple of days?
Yeah, I've been pretty busy. Not so much with actual translating because the few times where they were scheduled to do an interview, Stefano won, and he doesn't really need interview translations. And then the one interview that I did do was MC, and he speaks pretty good English, so I just had to translate the question.
And who's your favorite Korean pro now after meeting the KeSPA guys?
Well...
Other than Flash.
How can you take him out of this? Why?
Because
why
everyone picks Flash. So.
No.
Other than him.
I told you already. I was a Flash fangirl before he became God. So you can't say I'm a bandwagoner.
Other than Flash, then.
I have to pick one?
Yeah.
Is Jaedong too easy of a pick?
No, it's fine.
I picked JD then.
He was like kind of fanboying out with Stefano. What happened there?
I was actually sitting in the front row when that happened. Stefano had just beaten, I think, Polt. And it was a really good match. Stefano obviously did really, really well. And all the KeSPA players were sitting in the front row. And that was the one game that they spectated. It was their first StarCraft 2 match they spectated at Anaheim. And they actually asked me beforehand. They were like, oh, so who's playing today? And I said Polt and Stefano. And they all did a double take. And they were like, oh, Stefano? And I was like, why, do you know him? They're like, yeah, we like him a lot. We're big fans. So afterward, when Stefano won, JD actually got up with his like digital camera or his phone or whatever it was, and he was like, oh, can I get a picture? And Stefano was like, yeah, sure. And then they took a picture. And
That's a good impression of him.
Yeah, I tried.
Did he know who he was?
I don't know. I don't know if he actually realized that it was Jaedong.
I actually because I interviewed Stefano at MLG Columbus, and I actually got in line for his autograph to see if he would remember me. And he just signed it. Like, look, I have a signature, Stefano.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he had no idea because, it's Stefano, so.
Just doesn't care.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the French.
Yeah.
It's the French in him.
So tonight is the big KeSPA match. You think everyone's going to be like, wow, these guys, they don't actually play that well? Or do you think they're just going to be really excited?
I think in the beginning, everyone will be super, super excited. I think definitely we're not going to be seeing the same types of games as you might see normally throughout an MLG tournament. But I don't know. I think a lot of these fans still are obviously really big fans of these players just because of the contributions they've given in StarCraft 1 and things like that. So I think even if we don't see the high level of caliber, like the high caliber play that we've seen with these other StarCraft 2 players, I think people should still be really excited about it because it still marks a transition that everyone has been waiting for a long time. So.
When the SC2 players and the KeSPA players interacted, they're like buddy, like they were all on the same teams and stuff.
It was really surreal yesterday. Like yesterday after I was done working the main stage and I went to the open bracket area, I was just kind of milling around and I kind of did a double take because I saw the normal StarCraft 2 players I normally see, but then I would see some of the KeSPA players kind of just, doing the typical like buddy, like, arm around shoulder. Yeah. Like Leda was like buddy and huggy with everybody, and not just Leda, but there were some other players too. They all just seemed really friendly with one another. I didn't expect that.
They kind of live in the same houses, and they have a certain air about them. That's do. Different.
They definitely have a certain air about them. They have this aura of like very important. I don't know if that's me being biased because I know who they are and I know how important they are, but they definitely don't seem just like a normal random Korean player. I don't know.
I think it's because they're used to the attention and like being kind of like well known in Korea, so they just walk around a certain way.
Maybe that's it, yeah. Maybe that's also why when they were doing their signings, I was kind of like looking at their faces and seeing if they're like very, very surprised at the amount of fans that showed up. But I don't think it was they were that surprised. It was more of like, oh, it's just nice that, there are all these foreigners that want my signature. But they didn't seem that surprised. And
it's different because in Korea, it's like 90% girls. Yeah. And here, it's like 90% guys.
Yeah, guys that are fangirling just as hard, yeah.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah, a lot of them were very, very.
So you didn't actually go on stage that much?
No.
Foreigner's been winning.
Yeah, foreigners have been winning, or they didn't do any post-match interviews, so not yet, no. I just went once for MC.
So you just come here, get a free trip, just chill out with these KeSPA pros that are cool, and that's it?
Hey,
how do we get your job?
Lucky. Have fortune. Be fortunate. I'm very, very lucky. I know that.
So. When are they going to have you sing on stage?
That would be fun, wouldn't it? I have no idea.
They got to get Tempo over here.
I know. Tempo's not here this event, unfortunately.
Doesn't he live in California?
No, I think he's from Boston.
Oh.
Pretty sure he's from Boston, so I don't think he's here, yeah.
Well, next time maybe.
Yeah, next time maybe. Maybe one day we'll be able to have a performance that's recorded this time.
Oh, right.
Right, because we had that not recorded one. But
all right, well, thank you for taking the time.
Yeah, no problem.
I need to get some autographs too, so you just gotta like slip stuff to them later.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and kind of get those autographs as well because I really wanted to be on that line too, to be very, very honest. But I had to just stand there and be all official. I'll get the fangirl out sometime.
All right, thank you, and we'll catch up later.